Keeping the expedition moving was not an easy task. The wagons broke down, horses bolted with fright at the mere smell of a camel, and second in command, George Landell's lost his valuable little dog. The officers struggled to bring order to the chaos caused by an overabundance of stores packed onto too few transports. Their task was not made any easier by deteriorating winter weather. The wind howled, the rain came down in torrents, and the roads turned to mud. As they travelled across Victoria, the wagons became hopelessly bogged, and the camels, procured at great expense in anticipation of their superiority in the hot, dry desert, were battered by hailstorms and developed catarrh and diarrhoea. Eager sightseers hoping to get a glimpse of these exotic ships of the desert were astonished to see the poor camels completely soaked and shivering with cold, slipping at almost every step and sinking into the mud. Dr. Beckler could not help but feel for these animals. They looked at us so miserably, like huge fowls plucked and boiled. The men also suffered in the conditions. They'd signed up to face scorching hot deserts and yet found themselves bitterly cold and drenched to the skin. Becker appreciated the occasional hospitable roof of a settler or squatter which protected us against the all-night lasting torrents, and the comfort our inner and outer man experienced was very great. But more often than not, they camped out. No tea, no fire. We slept in the wet. As the heavily laden convoy struggled towards the Darling River through wild desert and pathless mallee scrub, the wagons sank deep into the sand and the poor horses became exhausted. Frustrated at the delays, Burke told the officers, "Now, gentlemen, from this time you have to give up your scientific investigations and work like the rest of the men." They would have to walk inch for inch all the way to Carpentaria. Burke also ordered the loads to be transferred from the wagons to the camels. Landell's objected. He wanted the camels to be fresh for the long desert stage later on. Tensions erupted between the two men, and when the camels wandered off while grazing and disappeared for 5 days, it was the last straw. Unwilling to put up with any more delays, Burke took off with the pack horses, leaving Landell's to follow. When Landell's finally caught up with Burke at Menindie, he resigned. Without waiting for a replacement, Burke split the party, promoted Wills to second in command, and with a handful of men and the fittest animals, he left Menindie, the last outpost of European civilization, and headed north to Cooper's Creek.